Hello then, welcome to another one. I trust I find you well. Hello you, I trust I find you well. And yesterday, I'm pretty sure you're so surprised that I gave you food for thought. I gave you a homework and I gave myself as well. And yesterday we spoke about asking, and we said we're going to go back to the drawing board and ask God, how must we ask? Because according to James, the book of James yesterday, it said, we do not have because we do not ask. And it also says that we ask, but we ask amiss. So we need to tackle the part of asking amiss. What is it that we are doing that is making us not receive? Because we said that if you were to tally it or put it on a scale, our asking and our receiving, they are not matching. It's supposed to be as you ask, you receive. Ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. So if it's not tallying, then there's something that we're not doing right. And we said we're going to go back to the drawing board and ask God. And funny how God uses his same scriptures to answer us. And today we're going to open Mark 11, verse 24. And in there is a term and condition. And I want you to get there and I want you to understand it with me. And Mark 11, 24 says, and I read, and I love this scripture, but I'm going to read it exactly and not paraphrase it in my mind. It says, therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them and you will have them. The term and condition here is believe. Do we actually believe? Whatever that we ask for, do we really, let's be honest with one another, do we actually believe in what we are asking? Because that's where the issue is. It's easy for us to open our mouths and say, Lord, I want to win the lotto. But at the same time, you're like, I'm not fit to have 50 million rand. Lord, I'm trusting you for a new car. Or I'm trusting you for a Range Rover. But inside, you're like, I don't think I'm going to be able to maintain it. That's why it comes back to believe. That's why it comes back to let it be your will. Because just like a parent, you will never give your child ice cream at 10 p.m. Why? Because they're supposed to be in bed. So just because you don't give them ice cream at that particular time doesn't mean that you don't love them. One, it doesn't mean that you don't want them to enjoy the ice cream. And that's the same thing with God. In as much as, yes, we believe, we may believe, but also is it according to his will? Because his will is for us to thrive. His will is for you to succeed. And if what you are asking him, and he is all-knowing, he may see that it's going to be detrimental to your own health or your own life, maybe he won't give it to you. So it is good to believe, like Mark 11 has said, but it is also great and advisable that it is according to his will. I hope this is answering you. If you've got another explanation, please come jump onto the comment section. Let us engage on this asking, because I think that is a subject that is making so many Christians lose out on the journey, because we kind of feel like, you know what, this Christian thing is not working. And speaking of which, I remember my previous pastor speaking about, he says there's a guy that he met back home. They grew up together and he used to be a staunch Christian. Then he said, when I was in Christianity, things were really tough. Literally, it's like being put on a hot stove and you being burnt and you being roasted. And when I got out, things are a lot better. And someone can testify with me, my personal experience. Have you noticed that by the time that you just got into Christ, things were happening? You got the job, you got the good news, you got this, you got that. Then as you got deeper into knowing God and knowing the Bible, things became tougher. You know why? Because the strongest soldiers get the strongest battles. But be that as it may, we are called to believe. We are called to ask in his will. So I'm asking you today, are you asking in his will? Are you believing? My name is Tatenda from the Man Podcast, coming to you every day with stuff like this. If it's your first time, welcome. I love you. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. If you're not new, welcome back. Let's continue to explore. If you want to engage with me on this, the comment sections are open. Let us engage. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Remember, keep working, keep believing, and stay safe. Cheers for now.